Welcome to PsychWSigmund, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of psychology and uncover the secrets of the human mind. I'm your host, Sigmund, and today we're going to delve into a crucial concept that affects us all: diffusion of responsibility. You might have heard of this term before, but let me break it down for you in simple terms. Diffusion of responsibility refers to the phenomenon where individuals are less likely to take action or feel responsible for something when they're part of a group. This can happen in various situations, from bystanders not helping someone in distress to team members not pulling their weight in a project. So, why is this concept important in psychology? Well, it helps us understand how our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by the presence of others. Imagine you're at a party and someone spills a drink on the floor. If you're alone, you might feel responsible for cleaning it up. But if you're with a group of friends, you might assume someone else will take care of it. This is a classic example of diffusion of responsibility in action. The concept of diffusion of responsibility has its roots in social psychology, specifically in the work of psychologists Bibb Latané and John Darley. In their 1964 study, they found that when people are in a group, they tend to diffuse responsibility among themselves, leading to a decrease in individual accountability. This phenomenon is often referred to as the bystander effect. One major psychological theory that explains this concept is social loafing. Social loafing occurs when individuals exert less effort when working in a group than they would if they were working alone. This can lead to a diffusion of responsibility, as individuals assume others will pick up the slack. Another key theory is pluralistic ignorance. Pluralistic ignorance occurs when individuals in a group assume that someone else will take action or responsibility simply because they see others doing nothing. This can create a vicious cycle where everyone assumes someone else will act, and ultimately, no one takes responsibility. Research has consistently shown that diffusion of responsibility is a widespread phenomenon. For example, studies have found that people are less likely to help someone in distress when they're in a group than when they're alone. In fact, one study found that the presence of just one other bystander can reduce an individual's likelihood of helping by as much as 50%. But what about real-world applications? How can understanding diffusion of responsibility help us in our everyday lives? Well, for starters, it can help us become more aware of our own behavior and take more personal responsibility. For instance, if you're working on a team project, recognize that everyone might be assuming someone else will do the work. Take initiative, communicate with your teammates, and make sure everyone is pulling their weight. In social situations, remember that just because others are present, it doesn't mean someone else will take care of things. Be more mindful of your own actions and their impact on those around you. For example, if you're at a party and someone is being harassed or bullied, don't assume someone else will intervene. Take responsibility and speak up. Therapeutically, recognizing diffusion of responsibility can also help individuals overcome feelings of guilt or shame related to past inactions. For instance, if you're struggling with feelings of guilt for not helping someone in need, understanding diffusion of responsibility can help you see that your behavior was influenced by social factors, rather than just a personal failing. In conclusion, diffusion of responsibility is a powerful concept that highlights the complex interplay between individual and group behavior. By understanding this phenomenon, we can become more empathetic, responsible, and proactive members of our communities. As we navigate our social worlds, remember that your actions, or lack thereof, have consequences. So, take ownership of your decisions, and don't assume someone else will do the work for you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.